Welcome to the California Grill at the top of Disney's Contemporary Resort, a staple of Walt Disney World since the 1990s. Before that, it was the top of the world. But I'm Tom, this is Eric.
Hello.
And we have a very lovely person helping us with the camera. I won't say any more, I don't know. This is not her big debut. Is Lee, we can say Lee now? I don't know. I never know what the rules are of the significant others in this company. I have no idea. Nonetheless, the 50th menu, which they started on October 1st of 2021, is over. But they have decided to keep the fixed menu because you don't want people coming up here and just having dessert and hogging up tables. So, new menu with the mural from the lobby they added, just about the time of the start of the 50th. And then we got a whole new menu. A couple things were updated, a couple new items, and we're gonna take you through them. Eric, what are you excited for?
I'm excited about a lot of these things. Now, they got rid of that tomahawk. Now they have the Wagyu strip loin.
Which is an additional $47.
$47
and of
upcharge
course,
to the $89 per person.
Of course we have to do it, because that's why we're here, to tell you if you need to spend that money. So,
there's a lot of new desserts, right?
Two new desserts, the chiffon cake and the citrus creme brulee. They changed the creme brulee to a citrus creme brulee. And then your favorite item at Disney World, is this your favorite item at Disney World on the appetizer list?
It's one of them.
The short rib wonton?
Yeah, that's one of them. That's back. And
the rainbow roll came back.
Goat cheese ravioli is back. With a slight change, I'm told.
Yeah, that's what he said. So that's my favorite thing at California Grill. I missed it. I was upset when we came for the 50th menu and it wasn't on here. But I'm excited to try this out. Cheers.
Cheers. Lee. They did start us out with some bread, by the way.
Oh yeah, there is the. What type of bread is it? I forget. It's not on the menu. But we have the tomato oil and chive and all of that. There's some salted butter, and the bread is always fantastic. I love their bread. We didn't get they don't give you the focaccia out here though. I like that focaccia. But I'm sure we can ask. All right, let's do this. Appetizers have arrived. For the bread, there was new bread. It's a sourdough with an onion starter, he said. It's fantastic, right?
Really good.
That really crispy crust that the inside just melts in your mouth, very soft.
I missed the last bread. I mean, the last bread was great.
The focaccia?
The focaccia was good.
Which my father cannot say. It's a word he is unable to say. Usually calls it facci bread, and we all make fun of him. Literally, there was a restaurant in Yonkers we were not allowed to go to because they had that bread, and he knew we would make fun of him for asking for it. But let's talk about California Grill, shall we? And not pizza and brew. All right, here we go. I have what was, I would dare say, prior to the 50th menu, the most known item of the California Grill. Like, this is what people knew, the Sonoma goat cheese ravioli. It's been altered a little bit, but here it is. It's basil-saffron pasta, tomato broth, mushroom ragoût, and fennel. You have the black truffle pizza, which is salt-baked marble potatoes, leek fondue, crispy potato chips, spicy honey, and shaved black truffle. And Lee has the another California Grill staple, right? The rainbow roll, which is tuna, salmon, hamachi, avocado, mango, pickled watermelon radish, 10 pieces, very pretty, lives up to its rainbow roll name. I expect any moment the Mario Kart characters to be racing across it.
An honorable mention, we didn't get it, the short rib, the braised beef short rib ravioli.
Which you're looking at a still photo from a previous visit now.
Unreal. It's unreal.
Yeah, you made me have it last night.
It's unreal.
And with the bread, I mean, they don't have the focaccia now, but I assume with this bread it'd be just as good.
You dip it in what's
Oh
left.
man, it's unbelievable. So it's not on this table, but we highly recommend, Eric highly recommends
It should have been in the tournament.
You're right, it's fair, but people have to know about the item, right? That's the problem. Some things people didn't know. You want to start? You want to break into your pizza?
Sure. Where to start?
Yours is easy. It's slices. Just pick it up, go at it. We're at a signature. I don't know how I feel about like potato chip pizza at the signature restaurant. We are also at Disney World though, so you know.
This is really good. That truffle flavor sometimes can be a little bit tiring over the course of maybe a whole pizza. It's pretty light on this.
Yeah.
I will say, last night when we were scouting, that 4 cheese pizza that they have here, I think is better than this.
Oh yeah?
The 4-cheese pizza is very simple, but it
I
just
was
tastes
gonna
like
say,
butter.
It's
This is a little more complicated.
but it's like the most delicious simple item at the resort, maybe.
And I think the server said we could have gotten that if we wanted to, even though it's not on the menu.
He would have done the other sushi, he said also, which what's the one you love? The Kazan?
Kazan roll.
Yeah. So they will do some of they've gotten out of that groove. When they started the 50th menu, they were not really willing to do much, but now they've got, I'm sure probably before that menu ended, they were starting to do that, but he made it clear that substitutions can be made for some things that are on the lounge menu and not necessarily on
We
this.
did do the signature wine pairing,
Yes.
and this was a good choice.
At $39 to add that signature wine pair.
It's a good choice.
These reviews are long enough. We don't need to talk about the wine. It'll be in, if you want to read about them though, they're in the post on the website. Here's the moment we've been waiting for. The return of the king. The goat cheese ravioli is back. Very different presentation. All I used to get here was like this and the flatbreads back in the day when they did the flatbreads. That's pretty much all I had here.
The Village House flatbread just put them out of business. Is that what happened?
It's as good as it's ever been. The goat cheese is so rich and creamy and bursting with flavor. The pasta is cooked so perfectly. It's almost as if it's not there. It's like just this soft, tiny, thin, doughy pillow that the cheese resides on. No, this is fantastic. The broth in there, and he gave me a spoon. There's not a ton of broth, but they brought me a spoon for it. But this is, I mean,
They also poured
good
that
as
broth at the table.
Yes.
Right? It didn't show up the broth. They
No.
actually,
yeah,
the
it's
freshness
placed
was critical.
and poured. Yeah, go for
They
it.
did bring me,
Well, it's like a pool. It's
yeah. This one
a
looks
whole pool of it.
tuna, cucumber, maybe basil and avocado.
Yeah. In general, are we fans of California grill sushi?
Very much.
Yeah.
Only rivaled by Splitsville.
As far as on property sushi,
Right.
yeah. Not to be that guy, but
The rice has got good texture.
it stayed together right, which is the most important quality.
Yeah, it's light. It's good. It's very straightforward.
Yeah. And it's a beautiful presentation. It fits the setting. All right, we're going to eat. We're now on to the entrees. Eric, you have a giant wood board in front of you, as people are seeing now. With it's Wagyu 3 ways, which is not the way it's advertised, but it's labeled as a Wagyu strip loin, which you do in fact have. But you also have a kimchi fried rice, which he said has pieces of Wagyu in it. Trimmings, steamed dumplings, which have Wagyu in them as well, and of course your loin, and then bok choy and crispy lotus root, neither of which Eric will eat.
Lotus root, I don't know.
Do you eat any of that?
On accident from time to time.
On accident? Do you want to try it, please?
Yeah, I'll try it.
Remember, this is a $47 upcharge. I mean, as far as presentation, it's very pretty. The wood board's a nice touch. It feels special. So I'm on board so far.
That bite's a little too chewy. Let me get I think that's from the end.
We give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's try another piece.
We did order it medium rare. That's how they recommend it.
If I could be controversial, I know people love Wagyu. I've never had Wagyu anywhere, even in Japan, where I'm like, this is, like, I like American beef, you know, and a certain way.
I'm not blown away by it, right? Wagyu, you think melt in your mouth, that fat has rendered properly and stuff. It's fine. It's a strip loin, so you know it's a little bit different. For the upcharge, I don't know. You want a bite of it? You want to try it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Here.
Do I have that one?
Yeah.
The flavor is there.
Yeah.
The texture is, like you said, it's not what I would want it to be.
It's just a little too. I'm sure they've prepared it right. I'm sure it's, strip loin's going to have a different texture than if it were some kind of fillet or ribeye.
One thing you learn is the second you charge people extra, expectations go up here, right? and that does not meet the price expectation of that dish, right? Like that's the problem. I bet you that and that are better than the loin, because I bet you they got a chance to be creative and do something interesting.
Fried rice is fantastic. I don't have a problem with the steak. This one is so thin that it's impossible
It's
to
not
prepare
bad.
properly.
It's just it's not worth the price.
The second bite was good. I don't think the second bite was worth what is it? It's $89 plus a $47 upcharge.
Erica, that price, every bite of that has to
Every
be
bite
great,
should be
right?
sensational. I think it's good. We have a good wine turn, but
What do you like about the fried rice?
I mean, who doesn't like fried rice?
I know, yeah. I'm just curious.
I'm not getting a flavor of the Wagyu trimmings, but it's
I'm sure you'll hit some eventually.
it's nice. It's
yeah.
got a good texture. Obviously, they know what they're doing with this. They know what they're doing here.
Try the dumpling. I'm so curious about this dumpling. Give me a cross section there.
That was kind of a
Look
fail.
at that. Let me get a picture.
There you go. It's kind of like that. Kind of reminds me of that short rib wonton, actually.
Yeah, very similar in style, right?
Right.
Cool.
All right. Let me take a bite here. Well, I've now opened the whole thing. I'll take one of these in.
It looks good.
Oh wow, it's very spicy.
Oh, really?
It's fantastic.
Huh.
Very spicy. Not in a bad way. Not like where you just dump chicken wing sauce all over something, right? This is expertly seasoned. I think it's delicious. This is the best thing on a dish.
I called it. I said it's like, I
Try
bet
it,
you,
try it.
because that just feels more like California Grill's thing, right?
Try what's left of that.
It's always this weird stuff. Like, yeah, we took a great ingredient and we presented it in a different way. Can they just make a dish of those?
Right?
I think it's a slow burn on the back
That
end.
rivals the short rib, the braised short rib wonton.
I think the short rib's still better. But that's very, very good.
It's fantastic.
But this isn't not worth $47 additional dollars. Do we agree on that?
No, it's not. I think it's good. If it were at the regular price, it's fine. For the additional $47, I would say save your money. Try. There's other steak on the menu, right?
Get wine. Okay, I have the venison, which, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's deer. I apologize. This is going to be with fire roasted venison with Hasselback potatoes, Leek Soubise, Artichoke Barigoule, I can't read half of this, and ramp pesto. Pesto from a ramp. Eric and I also got these fancy like ivory knives as we sit here in our ivory tower atop Disney's.
Eating at places we really don't belong.
Oh, that is tender. Just the fork diving into it like butter, like knife through butter. It's very, very good. Do you want to try some? You're not a big venison
Tiny
guy,
little
are you?
bite. No,
So-
so when my stepbrother used to hunt deer, I would just go dig the hole instead of help clean it. I just didn't, they're gonna clean a deer. I'll dig the hole. You guys clean the deer.
Venison's not easy to do, right? Like, number one, like a lot of things can go wrong, right? Like the deer meat itself could be not of the best quality, number one. No, you don't like it?
No, it's really good. It doesn't taste gamey at all.
No, right? So there's
I'm used to venison tasting much more gamey
texture, quality of meat, the gaming, all of that can go wrong with venison. So this is not a particularly easy meat
Venison
to
can
do.
also look wet and taste dry, right?
It's moist and perfectly prepared. It's a nice thick cut. I just spit on myself. Doing great.
Oh, they nailed it with this.
This is highly
Really
highly
fantastic.
recommend.
Really great work.
Highly recommend. I didn't try the potato. Let me get some potato. They're so cute. A lot of oil, but you can't complain. I mean, who's going to complain about oily,
I mean, that's a lot of work, right?
buttery potatoes?
The Hasselback potatoes have that kind of accordion cut to them. But these are tiny, tiny, tiny little potatoes.
Presentation-wise, this is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
And it's very, very good. This is a win. You want to try your chicken?
You guys can dive
Oh,
in.
we're trying your chicken?
Dive in. You're
Try
good.
Lee's chicken.
Lee's chicken.
Oh, look at the little tiny mushrooms. I probably wouldn't get the goat cheese ravioli and then that if it's another mushroom-heavy
This
dish.
is good. I don't think I got any skin with that bite, but I think It's cooked well. It's moist. It's
Cut me a sliver. Just cut a sliver. Go for it. It's fine.
Oh, he's cutting his meat for you.
We've been to festivals together. It's fine. I mean, it's very tender. It's very well prepared. It's just... Why are you ordering this here would be my question. We're getting it because they change it a little bit, and also, like, I know people will order it, but honestly, if you're going to a signature restaurant, and, like, I love chicken, but it's never the thing to order, right? You know?
it's not bad, but it's chicken.
It's very standard. It's a very standard dish. Presentation-wise, it's not as awe-inspiring as either of these were. You're doing yourself a disservice price-wise and quality-wise if you order that, I think.
So the winner of these three is definitely the venison, right?
I mean, this didn't cost $47 additional. Yeah. All right, let's dig in. Sorry, I've had a lot of wine. Okay. Time for dessert. Or they call it Sweet Creations. Wasn't that a song in Food Rocks? I don't know.
Now it's on a rock and roller coaster.
Liv Tyler was a sweet creation. Time for dessert. All right. What do you have, Eric? You have the... Is that the chiffon? The Meyer lemon chiffon cake, which is I never know how to pronounce this. Chevre? Chevre?
I don't know.
The cheese. What is the cheese?
Chevre,
Yeah, whip. Meringue, blueberry foam, and blueberry gel. It's a lot of blueberry.
A lot of foams and gels on this.
Foams and gel. You could shave with it.
Veuve Clicquot, the celebrated champagne.
Eric, shave with the dessert. It has foam and gel. Meyer lemon chiffon cake, the best a man can get. That was a Gillette ad for those of you who are older in the audience like me. I love that presentation-wise. It looks like some mom made their kid an uncrusted sandwich and then tipped it over.
It does look like a sandwich somebody cut the crust off of.
Before Uncrustables existed, you had to do that by hand.
Very good. I would almost rather have just a big, ugly stack of it to eat instead of this fancy presentation. But
what do you think of it?
It's delicious.
Is it?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, what are you going to say? You got lemon and blueberry, and the cake, of course, is perfectly cooked. These little foams and gels here are delicious.
What is dominant? Is the lemon or blueberry dominant, or are they both sort of even?
I'm getting a lot of lemon because that filling, you see that in between there, is just a very
real thick,
dense fortress of lemon. You get some blueberry, but
is it like an artificial or a?
No, it's very natural.
Okay,
but you know the blueberry is more optional. You got to go out of your way to get the blueberry off of this.
That's fair.
Schmear or grab one of these actual blueberries. Yeah, this is. I don't regret this at all, especially that the wine pairing was just champagne. Some of these sweet dessert wines are not my style.
I'm gonna hate this probably, but anyway, I've got the also new citrus creme brulee. They changed the creme brulee pretty drastically. Angel food cake, white sangria sorbet, ginger crumble, mandarin cremeux, tangerine, and a lychee jelly.
I did look in the kitchen. That is prepared by the kid from High School Musical. He's now an adult who only wanted to make creme brulee in that song.
What a deep cut.
Deep cut.
Why do you know that?
I was stuck on a cruise ship one time for 7 days. That was the only movie available.
I've never seen the High School Musical. I know the songs because at Hollywood Studios the show was every 4 minutes.
Disney Channel Rocks, is that the show you're talking about?
Well, the first was the High School Musical pep rally, then there was the High School Musical 2 show, then there was 3, and then there was Disney Channel Rocks. There were 4 of those shows that happened. Wildcats everywhere.
We know you're a Sharpay guy. You were way into Sharpay.
It's a good marker.
You had her picture on your
oh my
wall.
God. This is... I wouldn't think this was going to be this good. Based on the presentation, I don't know. Traditionally, creme brulee comes in like that little bowl
Like a little skillet thing. Yeah.
And you would think like it's hard to keep the top and such intact.
You would cut it in little shards of glass would stick up. Not
This
glass,
is-
I know it's sugar. But
The sugar top perfectly done. It's so creamy. It's actually pretty sizable too. It's so rich and creamy. The citrus, not overwhelming at all. It's sort of just a hint of it. That's sort of refreshing.
it looks like the bottom bun of a cheeseburger has been coated in something.
But it's
That's
a really
the size. It's gigantic.
It's such a rich cream. Again, with that just hint of citrus. I didn't even try the sorbet, but let's try a little bit. And that crumble is sitting out here. Oh, the sorbet is. When you want the citrus flavor, the sorbet is basically like drinking orange juice in the dessert. The crumble brings in a ton of cinnamon flavor. So I almost think I like it more. It's good both ways. It's very good. It's just this very rich cream without it, and then with it, you get so much cinnamon, which, I mean, who doesn't like cinnamon, right? There's no wrong way to eat this, like a Reese's. This is very good. I'd recommend it. And you got the peanut butter
Here,
thing,
we'll give
right?
you a
This is the plant-based. This is the plant-based dish. It's the peanut and banana torte. It's shortbread, peanut ganache, miso caramel,
Join me,
nut
everyone,
crumble, and caramelized banana.
as we do a deep dive into what looks like layers of Jell-O.
I was gonna say, is it denser than that? It looks pretty dense.
Peanut butter right off the top.
Yeah.
It's almost fudge. It's really good. I don't taste a lot of banana. I definitely it tastes like kind of like a peanut butter fudge. I don't quite know how else to
It
describe it.
looks like peanut butter fudge.
The bottom of it looks like it's going to taste like a shortbread cookie, but it doesn't. It's a lighter texture than that. But the overwhelming flavors to me are peanut butter and coconut. I don't taste any banana.
Huh.
Wanna try?
Yeah, sure.
Go, dive in.
It's like eating peanut butter out of the jar.
Yep. It's
mean,
very rich.
It's good, but I mean, if you have certain dietary restrictions, it's a great dessert. I mean, if I was vegan, I'd be all over that, man.
Try it, Eric.
Somebody said for simplicity, Tom.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. And like peanut butter, right? You don't have to mess with it.
It's like peanut butter fudge.
Basically, yeah. But very traditional, like tourist destination, theme park, fudge quality. But again, it's good.
It's not signature dining quality.
But it's
fudge,
also the plant-based option,
it is
right?
plant-based, right? So
But this, I mean, these dessert wins for sure. So one thing I want to preface the final review with is that we are spoiled locals, and some of us more spoiled in that we run a website that covers Disney World, and so I can say on a fairly regular basis we could end up there at the top of the world, end up here, and you know, like it's still amazing. But there was someone, we were sitting at the bar last night, and someone who watched, I don't know if they watched the show or read the website, but someone came up and said hello, and it was their first time ever dining up here, and they clearly were just so enamored with the view and the whole experience, and I think we lose sight of that sometimes. California Grill is a very special place. This view at the top of these buildings is a very special thing. And so I want to say that to start before I tell you that I still think I wouldn't do this dining experience.
I don't know. There are some winners on the menu. There were some things I
There
really
are.
like. I think the goal, what we want to do when we do a review,
Yeah.
is say you're going to spend your hard-earned money.
Yeah.
This thing is pretty good. This thing.
But you've
forgettable.
had it figured out.
Yeah.
Because you just go to the bar,
Yeah.
right?
I just go to the bar.
I think it's the right way to do it because everything we had tonight
Sorry,
is
Mom.
available. Everything we had tonight, but not even just from like I want to drink alcohol standpoint. Everything we had tonight that I was like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. They would serve us at the bar, right? Because it wasn't the entrees, it was the appetizers, right? The pizza, your fantastic short rib wontons.
Oh.
Right? Like we could all have all that at the bar, and they told us last night he can do anything from that dessert menu too, right? So
Yeah. I mean, like from the entrees, I will agree. The entrees that we had were the most underwhelming parts of the experience.
Yeah.
Everything was great. The wine pairing was great. Not everyone loved their dessert wine pairing. The whatever came with the dessert. I get that, right? Some of those are very sweet.
You know if you like that super sweet stuff, right? So,
but in general,
champagne.
It's the entrees where we kind of got a little shaky. None of the entrees were bad.
No.
But all of the sides and desserts were great.
Yeah.
I think. And
yeah, absolutely.
And most of the entrees were kind of mediocre, right?
I will say, like, my experience tonight was way better than when we came on October 4th. I thought on October 4th, more than just the entrees were bad. I thought we had a lot of bad stuff in total. I thought that Taste of the 50th dessert was underwhelming. Like, we never posted that review because I was so blah on it that I was like, I know people love California Grill. They're gonna be mean to me. I kind of don't want to even do it, you know? My experience tonight I thought was pretty different in that I agree with you. I liked every appetizer and every dessert we had. Entrees were good, but were they $89, fixed menu good? No, because like I would have no problem going to the bar and getting wontons and a pizza and dessert, and that would be my California Grill experience, right?
The service was incredible.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
The view is incredible.
Yeah.
And although this was last night, not part of this review technically, the bartenders here are so experienced. Yeah. They've been here forever, on property forever. They will craft amazing custom cocktails for you.
Yeah.
Overall,
tiramisu martini, right?
Right. Yeah. California Grill is an amazing experience. I don't know that every one of the entrees lived up to what you'll want for an amazing experience. So, I mean, play around with it. We only could eat 3 today. I think the best one was the venison.
But we had those other ones at the 50th meal, right? And I'm sure they got better, right? Because I think we had the venison at the 50th meal, and it wasn't really anything to write home about then. And it was pretty darn good tonight.
It's pretty good. The venison was pretty good. I would say, that Wagyu is probably a mistake, a $47 mistake.
It's absolutely a mistake.
Except for the fact that I discovered those dumplings on that dish.
Those need to just be their own dish.
Those dumplings were worth the price just to discover that and know they exist because they were fantastic. Unfortunately, the steak itself wasn't nearly as good as the rest of the items on that board. And the chicken was kind of a basic, undersized chicken breast.
Right. A lot of people aren't going to order that. People are going to order that aren't sure about anything else on that menu. And you got to broaden your horizons, folks. I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but you gotta try something else. There's a lot. There's seafood. There's steak. There's plant-based options. There's a lot of other stuff going on there. So
I think this is a fantastic experience. So I think
we had a great time.
It was worth $89. It was not worth the $47 upcharge.
No, I agree with you.
But the entire meal, the experience was fantastic. The sunset was amazing.
They took AP discount, annual pass discount
Saved
applied.
$30 with the annual pass holder discount. So all in all, like if you are coming for a once-in-a-lifetime Disney vacation and you're deciding, do I want to go to California Grill? I would say yes.
Just for the atmosphere and service, if anything.
But if you show up at the right time and can just get in a bar and lounge and check out the amazing view and try some of those amazing appetizers and craft cocktails, that might be good enough for you and you save a few bucks.
For those unaware at home, for the lounge, you just go to the check-in counter downstairs and ask?
Go to the podium downstairs and ask.
Okay.
So you can actually make a reservation, a dining reservation, and then ask to be seated at the bar, and they will try to accommodate you if they can.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, you go to the podium and ask. Yeah. And I think that's the best way to do California Grill.
And obviously, it does give you access to watch fireworks from over here, right? Which, again, might end up being worth the $89 anyway. So I'm with you on this, where I wouldn't tell someone not to do the $89 fixed menu thing. I would just tell people, it's like, food quality, it may not be the best meal you even have on your trip, but in the end, the experience, the service, and the fireworks view will probably be worth it.
Do we want to talk about the grand total for 3 people?
What was our total?
The grand total for 3 before tip.
And we did the wine pairing, the lower tier wine
before
pairing.
tip with $31.40 off for the annual pass holder discount. $425.57.
Yeah.
You could probably spend half that at the bar.
Considering the price of that dessert party at Magic Kingdom, it's really not that bad, honestly. If I'm being honest. The problem is, like, if you want just one of the best meals you've ever had and you want to do a signature, I can name 3 or 4 places right now where I think you're in a better meal. It's going to be Flying Fish. That's going to be Chico. What am I missing? on that list. No, that's not a signature though, but I do love Sonoma. But just of the signatures, like those two come to mind right away. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's, what are you trying to get out of your experience, right?
Yeah.
And as far as an experience, it's great. Like I said, it's a little on the pricey side, obviously.
It's Disney World, what isn't? But yeah, no, that was exorbitant for your Wagyu upgrade, and totally not worth it. But if it is going to be $89, I'm with you. I agree with your assessment that it could be worth your time and effort.
California Grill, I recommend checking it out. Everybody should cross this off of their list.
It's a bucket list thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.